2. I'm number 2. I'm on now. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Chamberlain Institute. Today is Thursday, and it's a special day because, like, we're all here again together, reciting these prayers for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. We all miss the fact that he's not around, like, visible to us at the moment, and we hope that he quickly gets reborn and is born in a place where he's easily to be found, so that he can continue on his work of benefiting all transmigratory beings, and that's us included in that. So we'll start on page 3 in Lama Tsongkhapa Guru Yoga. Sangye Chodam Sogi Chonam La Jangchu Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Jensogi Pesonam Ki Drola Penche Sangye Drupashu Sangye Chodam Sogi Jangchu Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Jensogi Pesonam Ki Drola Penche Sangye Drupashu Sangye Chodam Sogi Chonam La Jangchu Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Jensogi Pesonam Ki Drola Penche Sangye Drupashu. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were to abide in equanimity, free from the closeness of attachment and the distance of hatred. May they abide in equanimity. I myself will cause them to abide in equanimity. Please, Guru Deity, bless me to be able to do this. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were to achieve Buddhahood. May they achieve Buddhahood. I myself will cause them to achieve Buddhahood. Please, Guru Deity, bless me to be able to do this. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they be free from suffering and its causes. I myself will cause them to be free from suffering and its causes. Please, Guru Deity, bless me to be able to do this. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were never separated from the happiness of higher rebirth and liberation. May they never be separated from these. I myself will cause them never to be separated from these. Please, Guru Deity, bless me to be able to do this. Everywhere may the ground be pure, free of pebbles and so forth, as level as the palm of their hand, in the nature of sapphire and soft. From the heart of the Saviour of 100 deities of Tushita, on the peak of a cloud resembling a clump of extremely white fresh curd, King of Dharma, omniscient Lozan Drapa, please come here together with your sons. In the sky before me on a lion-throned lotus of moon, my perfect pure Guru smiles with delight. Supreme field of merit for my mind of faith, please abide for 100 eons to spread the teaching. Your holy mind has the intelligence that understands the full extent of objects to be known. Your holy speech with its excellent explanations is an ear ornament for those of good fortune. Your holy body is radiantly beautiful with glory renowned. To you who are meaningful to see, hear, and remember, I prostrate. Pleasing drinking water, various flowers, fragrant incenses, light scented waters, and so forth, oceans of cloud-like offerings, both actually arranged and mentally emanated, I offer to you the supreme field of merit. Whatever non-virtue of body, speech, and mind, especially those opposite to the 3 vows that I have collected from beginningless time, I confess each and every one with fervent regret from my heart. I just have for practice. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Teno Patita Dido Me Baba Sutakaya Me Baba Supakaya Me Baba Anarakta Me Baba Sava Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sava Kama Chitam Shekuhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sava Tata Gata Vajra Mama Mus Vajra Baba Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Te Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Teno Patita Dido Me Baba Sutakaya Me Baba Supakaya Me Baba Anarakta Me Baba Sava Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sava Kama Sutra Me Chitam Shekuhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sava Tata Gata Vajra Mama Musa Vajra Baba Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Page 9, rejoicing. You strive for much learning and practice in this degenerate age, and may your freedoms and riches be meaningful. By abandoning the 8 worldly concerns, Saviour, we sincerely rejoice in your extensive deeds. Perfect pure holy gurus from the billing clouds of wisdom and compassion in the sky of the Dharmakaya, please let fall a rain of profound extensive Dharma upon the receptacle of those to be subdued exactly as they need. May whatever virtue I have collected benefit the teachings and all transmigrating, and in particular may it cause the essence of perfect pure Losang Dragma's teaching to shine forever. Zaji Poki Jushimeto Trari Rablinji Nidegan Pardi Sange Jindu Miteo Yidro Punamda Jingla Chopasho. By the merits having offered this mandala to Lama Tsongkhapa and his two sons, may I, my family members, and all sentient beings be able to meet, practice, and act on teachings of the victorious one, Losang Dragma, who had the morality of an eminently pure way of life, was courageous in extensive conduct of the sons of the victorious ones, and accomplished the yoga of two stages of supreme bliss and emptiness. Iram Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniyataya. By the force of having fervently requested in this way, hollow beams of white light are emitted from the parts of the perfect pure Father and Son, and combining into one, enter my crown. White nectar, the color of milk, flows from the opening of a tube of white light, cleansing all my sicknesses, spirit harms, negative karmas, obscurations, and their imprints without exception. My body becomes as pure and clear as crystal. Okay, so we do the mantra on page 13, the 5-1 Mig may say we te chen chen rezi, dream may campe one po jumpa yang, du po malu jung se da, kan che ke pe sung en song kapa, lo san drop per shabla suwa de. Mi may say We may say we chen chen resi, dream campaign one per jump on tu po knowledge on say some way da, then check a pet some then some kappa, was and drop her shabba so Page 18. Request. May my wisdoms of listening, reflecting, and meditating increase. May my wisdoms of explaining and composing develop. May I be granted the supreme and common realizations. Please bless me to quickly become. May my transcendental wisdom of simultaneously born great bliss arise. May my stains of mistakenly grasping things as real be purified. May my net of doubts that only mind be cut off. Please bless me to quickly become light. May my wisdoms of listening, reflecting, and meditating increase. May my wisdoms of explaining, debating, and composing develop. May I be granted the supreme and common realizations. Please bless me to quickly become light. May my transcendental wisdom of simultaneously born great bliss arise. May my stains of mistakenly grasping things as real be purified. May my net of doubts that only in mind be cut off. Please bless me to quickly become like you. May my wisdoms of listening, reflecting, and meditating increase. May my wisdoms of explaining, debating, and composing develop. May I be granted the supreme and common realizations. Please bless me to quickly become like. May my transcendental wisdom of simultaneously born great bliss arise. May my stains of mistakenly grasping things as real be purified. May my net of doubts that only mine be cut off. Please bless me to quickly become like you. The foundation of all good qualities is a kind and perfect pure guru. Correct devotion to him is the root of the path. By clearly seeing this and applying great effort, please bless me to rely upon him with great respect. Understanding that the precious freedom of this rebirth is found only once is greatly meaningful and is difficult to find again. Please bless me to generate the mind that unceasingly day and night takes sustenance. This life is as impermanent as a water bubble. Remember how quickly it decays and death comes. After death, just like a shadow follows the body, the results of black and white karma follow. Finding firm and definite conviction in this, please bless me to always be careful to abandon even the slightest negative action and accomplish all virtuous deeds. Seeking samsaric pleasures is the door to all suffering. They are uncertain and cannot be relied upon. Recognizing these shortcomings, please bless me to generate the strong wish for the bliss of liberation. Led by this pure thought, mindfulness, alertness, and great caution arise. The root of the teachings is keeping the pratimoksha vows. Please bless me to accomplish this essential practice. Just as I have fallen into the sea of samsara, so have all Mother Transmigrated beings. Please bless me to see this, train supreme bodhicitta, and bear the responsibility of freeing transmigrated beings. Even if I develop only bodhicitta, but I don't practice the three types of morality, will not achieve enlightenment. With my clear recognition of this, please bless me to practice the bodhisattva vows with great energy. Once I have pacified distractions to wrong objects and correctly analyzed the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind stream the unified path of by special insight. Having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to aid to the holy gateway of the fortunate one, the supreme Vajra vehicle. At that time, the basis of accomplishing the two attainments is keeping pure vows and samadhi. As I have become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect these vows and pledges like my life. Then, having realized the importance of the two stages, the essence of the Vajrayana, by practicing with great energy, never giving up the 4 sessions, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. Like that, may the Gurus who show the noble path and the spiritual friends who practice it have long. Please bless me to pacify completely all outer and inner hindrances. In all my lives, never separated from perfect Gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus seat at my heart, guide me with your great kindness, and grant me the realizations of your holy body, speech, and mind. Magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus seat at my heart, guide me with your great kindness, and grant me the supreme and common realizations. Magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus seat at my heart, guide me with your great kindness, and remain steadfast until I attain the of enlightenment. By the force of the victorious one Tsongkhapa, acting as our direct Mahayana virtuous friend in all our lives, may we never turn away for even a second from the pure path highly admired by the victorious ones. May we be able to live a life of pure morality, listen to many teachings, training bodhicitta, have pure view and conduct, without corrupting or polluting the teachings of Losang Dragpa, the second victorious one. Glorious Guru, whatever your body, retinue, lifespan, and realm, whatever your supreme and excellent name, may I and others become exactly like that. By the force of the praises and requests made to you, may all disease, evil spirits, poverty, and quarrels be gone. And may the Dharma and good fortune increase in the regions in which I and others dwell. Please bless us to belong, that all beings equally in the center of space be happy, that I and others without exception collect merits and purify obscurations, and that we quickly achieve Buddhahood. May I not give rise to heresy for even a second in regard to the actions of the glorious Guru. May I see whatever actions are done as pure. With this devotion may I receive the Guru's blessings in my heart. For the Dharma King Tsongkhapa's way of Dharma to flourish, may all signs of obstacles be pacified and all conducive conditions be complete. Due to two types of merits and three times myself and others, may the teachings of victorious one, Losang Dragpa, shine resplendent forever. Okay, so we go to page 344 in the Gold Book. The King of Prayers. King of Prayers, the extraordinary aspiration of the practice of Samantabhadra. I bow down to youthful Arya Manjushri, you lions among humans, gone to freedom in the present, past, and future, in the worlds of 10 directions. To all of you, with body, speech, and sincere mind, I bow down. With the energy of aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect, and with as many bodies as atoms of the world, to all you Buddhas visualized as real, I bow down. On every atom, a Buddha's numberless atoms, each amidst a host of bodhisattvas, and I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this world. With infinite oceans of praise for you, and oceans of sound from the aspect of my voice, I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas and celebrate all you gone to bliss. Beautiful flowers and regal gardens, sweet music, scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights and sublime incense, I offer to you, victorious ones. Fine dress and fragrant perfume, sandalwood powder heaped high Mount Meru, all wondrous offerings in spectacular array, I offer to you, victorious ones. With transcendent offerings, peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with the strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done with my body, speech, and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger, and confusion, all these I openly lay bare before you. I lift up my heart and rejoice in all positive potential of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in the 10 directions, of solitary realizers, spiritual training, and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are the bright lights of the worlds in 10 directions, who have attained the Buddha's omniscience through the stages of awakening, all of you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dharma. With palms together, I earnestly request you, may exercise power and nirvana. Please stay with us for neons, numbers as atoms of world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. Whatever slight positive potential I may have created by paying homage, offering and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddhas stay and teach, I now dedicate all these for full awakening. May all you Buddhas now living in the worlds of 10 directions and all you gone to freedom in the past accept my offerings. May those not yet arisen quickly perfect their minds, awakening as fully enlightened ones. May all worlds in 10 directions be internally pure and vast. May they be filled with bodhisattvas, surrounding Buddhas gathered beneath a Bodhi tree. May as many beings as exist in the 10 directions be always well and happy. May all samsaric beings live in accord with the Dharma, and may their every Dharma wish be fulfilled. Remembering my past lives in all varieties of existence, may I practice the Bodhisattva way, and thus in each cycle of death, migration, and birth, may I always abandon the household of life. Then, following in the footsteps of all the Buddhas and perfecting the practice of a Bodhisattva, may I always act without error or compromise, with ethical discipline, faultless and pure. May I teach the Dharma in the language of gods, in every language of spirits and argons, of humans and of demons, and the voice of every form of being. May I be gentle-minded, cultivating the 6 paramitas, and never forget bodhicitta. May I completely cleanse without omission every negativity and all that excludes this awakening mind. May I traverse all my lives in the world, free of karma, afflictions, and interfering forces. Just as a lotus blossom is undisturbed by the water's wave, just as the sun and moon move unhindered through the sky. May I ease the suffering in the lower realms and in the many directions and dimensions of the universe. May I guide all wanderers in samsara to the pure bliss of awakening and be of worldly benefit to them as well. May I practice constantly for eons to come, perfecting the activities of awakening, acting in harmony with the various dispositions of being, showing the ways of the Bodhisattva. May I always have the friendship of those whose path is like mine, and with body, words, and also mind, may we practice together the same aspirations and activities. May I always meet a spiritual mentor and never displease that excellent friend who deeply wishes to help me and expertly teaches the Bodhisattva way. May I always succeed Buddhas, masters and served by Bodhisattvas, and without pause or discouragement for eons to come, may I make extensive offerings to them. May I hold within me the Buddha's Dharma, illuminate everywhere the teachings that awaken, embody the realizations of a Bodhisattva, and practice ardently in all future eons. While circling through all states of existence, may I become like an endotropic quality. Skillful means wisdom, samadhi, and liberating stabilization, gathering limitless pristine wisdom and positive potential. On one atom I shall see Buddha fields numberless as atoms, inconceivable Buddhas among Bodhisattvas in every field, practicing the activities of awakening. Perceiving this in all directions, I dive into an ocean of Buddha fields, each an ocean of the three times Buddhas in the space of a whisper of a hair. So I too will practice for an ocean of eons. Thus I am continually immersed in the speech of the Buddha's expression that reveals an ocean of qualities in one word, the completely pure eloquence of all the Buddhas, communication suited to the buried tendencies of being. With the strength of understanding, I plunge into the infinite enlightened speech of the Dharma of all Buddhas in the three times gone to pure, who continually turn the wheel of Dharma methods. I shall experience in one moment such vast activity of all future eons, and I will enter into all eons of the three times in but a fraction of a second. In one instant, I shall see all those awakening beings, past, present, and future lines among humans, and with the power of illusion-like stabilization, I will constantly engage in their inconceivable activity. I shall manifest upon one single atom the array of pure lands, present, past, and future. Likewise, I shall enter into the array of pure Buddha fields in every direction without exception. I shall enter the very presence of all my guides, those lots of this world who are yet to appear, those sequentially turning the wheels of complete awakening, those who reveal nirvana, final, perfect peace. May I achieve the power of swift magical elimination, the power to lead to the great vehicle through every approach, the power of always beneficial activity, the power of love pervading all realms, the power of all surpassing positive potential, the power of supreme knowledge unobstructed by discrimination, and through the powers of wisdom, skillful means, and samadhi, may I achieve the perfect power of awakening, purifying the power of all contaminated actions, crushing the power of determined emotions, diffusing the power of interfering forces, I shall perfect the power of the Bodhisattva practice. May I purify an ocean of worlds, may I free an ocean of being, may I clearly see an ocean of Dharma, may I realize an ocean of pristine wisdom. May I purify an ocean of activities, may I fulfill an ocean of aspiration. May I make offerings to an ocean of Buddhas, may I practice without discouragement for an ocean of being. To awaken fully through this Bodhisattva way, I shall fulfill without exception all the diverse aspirations of the awakening practice of all Buddhas gone to freedom in the three times everywhere. In order to practice exactly like the wise one called Samantabhadra, all-embracing good, the elder brother and sons and daughters of the Buddhas, I completely dedicate all this goodness. Likewise, may I dedicate just as a skillful Samantabhadra with pure body, speech and mind, pure actions, and pure Buddha field. I shall give rise to the aspiration of Manjushri for this Bodhisattva practice, all embracing good, to perfect these practices without discouragement or pause in all future eons. May my pure activities be endless, my good qualities boundless, and through abiding in a misery of activity, may I actualize infinite emanations. Limitless is the end of space, likewise limitless are living beings. Thus limitless are karma and afflictions, may my aspirations reach be limitless as well. I may offer to all the Buddhas all wealth and adornments of infinite worlds in the 10 directions, and one may offer during eons numberless as atoms of the world, even the greatest happiness of gods and humans. But whoever hears this extraordinary aspiration and longing for highest awakening gives rise to faith just once, but its far more precious positive potential to make this heartfelt aspiration for the Bodhisattva way will be free of all lower rebirths, free of harmful companions, and will quickly see Amitabha infinite light. And even in this very human life, they'll be nourished by happiness and have all conducive circumstances. Without waiting long, they'll become like Samantabhadra himself. Those who give voice to this extraordinary aspiration will quickly and completely purify the 5 bountiful timeful actions heard under the power of ignorance. Blessed with supreme body, family, attributes, and appearance, they will be invincible to vast interfering forces and misleading teachers, and all the 3 worlds will make offerings. Going quickly to the noble Bodhi tree and sitting there to benefit sentient beings, subduing all interfering forces, they will fully awaken and turn the great wheel of dark. Have no doubt that complete awakening is the fully ripened result, comprehended only by a Buddha, of holding in mind by teaching, reading, or reciting this aspiration of the Bodhisattva practice, in order to train just like the hero Manjushri who knows reality as it is, and just like Samantabhadra as well. I completely dedicate all this goodness just as they do. With that dedication which is praised as the greatest by all the Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times, I too dedicate all my roots of goodness for the attainments of the Bodhisattva practice. When the moment of my death arrives, by eliminating all obscurations and directly perceiving Amitabha, may I immediately to Sukhavati, pure land of great joy. Having gone to Sukhavati, may I actualize the meaning of these aspirations, fulfilling them all without exception for the benefit of beings as long as this world endures. Born from an extremely beautiful superlative lotus in this joyful land, the Buddha's magnificent mandala, may I receive a prediction of my awakening directly from Buddha Amitabha. Having received a prediction there, may I claim vast benefit, the beings throughout the 10 directions will a billion emanations by the power of wisdom. Through even this small virtue I have accumulated by offering this prayer of the Bodhisattva practice, may all the positive aspirations of beings be fulfilled in an instant. Through creating limitless positive potential by dedicating this prayer of Samantabhadra's deeds, may all beings drowning in this torrent of suffering enter the presence of Amitabha. Through this king of aspirations, which is the greatest of sublime, helping infinite wanderers in samsara, to the accomplishment of dazzling with Samantabhadra's practice, may suffering realms be utterly emptied of all beings. Page 283.
May all the wishes of His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Lama Thubten Zopa Rinpoche be fulfilled immediately. May all wars, religious conflicts, and disharmony in the world be pacified, and may all epidemics be eliminated. May all the activities of the FPNT be most beneficial to the 6 realm sentient beings and for the flourishing of the Buddha's teachings. May all FPMT projects be free of all obstacles and succeed immediately, especially the Maitreya project, Padmasambhava project for peace. Special dedication for the new Gompa Center Development Project to come to fruition in accordance with Geshe Punsok Sultram's vast vision, and that it may benefit endless sentient beings. For harmony and prosperity for CI and CNC, success in all grant applications made by CI, and for Kara's visa application to be successful. May we be able to complete all the realizations in the path in order to achieve free all sentient beings from suffering and lead them to enlightenment. May all our virtuous temple wishes for ourselves, family, and friends, and so forth be fulfilled. May all those who have died either reborn in a pure land where they become enlightened, or at least take a perfect human rebirth, especially all those killed due to war, terrorism, or natural disasters, all those who have met an untimely death, all those who have died from COVID-19, and all those who have died in the war between Russia and Ukraine. The Sangha, Ben Cesare, Yange Lamo, Chon Bon Sin, Helen Anderson, Elizabeth Isabel Volga, Elizabeth Normand, Ali Majid, T.I. Tong, Adia Fia, Miss Win Chun Yun, Christina Lida de Rochka Verrera, Josedin Bolov, Joan D. Vincent Luna, Jacqueline Neville, Barbara Robinson, Oi Moi Chu, Yuk Chin Lu, James O'Neill, Peter Wells, Jerry Joe Lowry, Bob Mayman, Kay Hoi Wang, Father Bob Maguire, Lou Lachlan, Monboon, Steve Anglis, Shakala Agarwal, John Weber, Lau Fran Yin, Barry Humphreys, Sundajev Mergen Batar, Montserrat Ferrer Prudina, Moi Mi Hui Wei, Rosabella Mazzoloni, Julian Adamoli, Joshua Michaels, Madame Kyun Yao King, Riverdina Toa, Grace Farley, Zoc Zonfrillo, Montserrat Ferrer Perduna, Lee Dechin, Rambarere da Costa Lopez, Nui T. Trong, Merv Masker, Hawang Po His, Agurina Anita Sith, Francis O. Loghane, Eric Bocher, Please pray for a perfect human rebirth for the following animals: all those killed during gardening, cleaning, and other activities at the center: Joanna the cat, Boris in the Harmony Hut, Baby Possum, Addison, Stare at Udalo, Winnie the dog, Lily the dog, and Marble the dog. May all those who have died, may all those who are sick and suffering receive whatever help they need, especially the Sangha. We make prayers to the deities of the elements for the following people with health and life obstacles. For Sangha, Ven K Minor, Ven Nawan Tupton, Annie Fran, Ven Tupton Pema, Ven Tenzin Palian. All those affected by COVID-19, all those affected by the war between Russia and the Ukraine, all asylum seekers in detention, and all those being cared for by Karuna and Chidamati hospices. John McRae, Christina Russo, Renata Ogilvie, Clarence and Ricky Lokovich, Tanya Duratovic, JC Keeley, Rose Linwood, Alana Miles, Sienna Miles, Christine Malloy, Lisa Caros, Yvette Lalliette, Jose Luis Perez Gonzalez, Kosova family, Pavarotchkova family, Heidi Bourne and Caden Duffy, Jean, Jenny and Robert McDougall, Beryl and Jeff Vole, for the family of Belia, Gittins, Bridges, Smith, Hack, Stewart, Downey, Vole, Gregory, Rayner, Kavanagh, Julie Lane, Savo Lucas, Wayne Pretense, Gary and Max, Barry and Dan, Linda Ward, Grace McDougall, Yvette Lolliette and family, Barbara and Barry Beck, Jeffrey Foger, Anita Gregory, Diana Secura, Jean Carros, Sue, Greg and Caden Duffy, Adele Lorigan, Hannah Benon, Diane Gee, Sue Allen, Vivian Vickery, Skylar Elizabeth Bates, Jan Clogan, Jane Disher, Hazel Rosenberg, Melinda Rosenberg, Marie Palmer, Clint Palmer, Anita, Amanda Knuth, Nicole Harradine, Ruby Kame. We also make prayers for the following animals who are unwell: all animals in Australia Zoo Wildlife Hospital and all animals facing slaughter, exploitation and exploitation, all animals caught in bushfires, floods and droughts. Obey the dog and Cleo the cat. May the hearts of people throughout the world be filled with tolerance, understanding, and compassion for each other. May the leaders of nations recall their responsibility for the well-being of their citizens, ensuring that their actions are guided by wisdom, courage, and compassion. For all those who are experiencing pain, fear, and devastation as a result of war, terrorism, and natural disasters, be instantly relieved of their suffering, and we pray that peace, happiness, and harmony prevail throughout the 10 directions where all sentient beings dwell. Protective prayers.
Page 311. So we'll recite this 3 times. Rani ke chiki powder she chicha chachicha niki drugada tampazim pe koshin payo on tri shri vikritana nahum pe om sababa shuddha sabadama sababa shuddha Tompani dugu Tompen amle lu ramle me ala me kungi sungi tendu ala jua topa kapote nadushana dusin tedagi tendu om ahum rangi toke humle o zet lo yo me topa nangi sana shinjin ko yigi somle o se trope doje sun kona timpa Topa loto showe home gika doji nukangasho adu si topa je on giman poba jing pelwayu oma ahum on tri shri vikritana nahum pe om sababa shuddha sabadama sababa shuddha tompani doyo Tompen amle lu ramle me ala me kungi sungi tendu ala shua topa kapote nadushana dusina dedagi tendu om ahum rangi toke humle o zetro lo yo meba topa nangi sana shinjin ko yegi some o zetro doje sunkana timpa topa lutu showe Hom Gika Doji Nukankajo. Adu Si Topache. On Giman Poba Jingpa Wayu. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum. Om Shri Shri Vikritana Nahum Pe. Om Sababa Shuddha Sabadama Sababa Shuddha. Tompani Duyu. Tompe Namle Lu Ramle Me Ala Me Gukungi Sungi Tendu. Ala Shua Topa Kapo Te Nadushana Dusina. Dedagi Tendu Om Ahu. Rangi Toke Hum Leo Te Lo Yo Me Ba Topa Nangi Sana Shinjing. Yigi Someo Se Chope Doji Sunkana Tim Topa Luta Joe Home Gika Doji Nukanka Adu Si Topaje On Giman Poba Jingpo Wayu Om Ahum Om Ahum Om Ahum. Page 295. Rikada lanke de chenro pale dam se chashin choto sanika no so sham tani ki tropai taye shin koyon gango guchi manandru son bawe lon kyune Yan san la gu la che gen che na do do be se chan sin cho cho ge yo la shi da ko che ne di ro sai gu la ma yan san la gu da shi tro ne sun pa wo ka jo so Kodan che la gu pe ra tu ne ke pa ke chi cho chinga so jo da cha nyo mon ba me wan gu pe la ma yi ran su me so nam ki ko sun to dan ga wa chi gi pa Ni ne sha shi san pa sa du so san chin la kyo ya ro ta cho da cha ki che chan la me chen cho ri sa gyu la ma pe ma cho ge da so pe pe se chan si cho ram yin Chan tam kyon shi nam cha so gu ne kama je pa dra shan po lo da te chen zin kong pe wei cho so ki cho tu ja wa yi shin ju pa zo dam nan dram wei she tra to so da Rakta men puse kim cho padi pemaran sin cho kon ko chela te pe bulo se we ge shi sorry Rinante compoto kiloyan. Sorry, I should have gone. Shri Nanten compoto kiloyane. Mi shom po cho cho shom pechi. Kai gunan dan cho gao ko shenpa. Tandrin la so ko che to pagi. Ten drama lutawa ya sheji. Ten sin so shin kom we rahu. Repana shin le ken son tama. Tri to shampe sola to pagi. Kawa kungi ken se chi dupa. Chongkon lama lo zan drapai Donan tempe shedru shawana. Yaso tabu ge petrin lezo. Pacho chu pe ga gi rosepa. Ganchen gom po tenzin gatsui. Choyon sha pe kao ga yo meji. Chosina tange petrin lezo. Ke pa mange traduene. Che padra sampolo cochera. Te cenzin compawe cho sola. Tandre sanjonan pajiwada. Chesto solana. Yo ye me sho. Rile ke bensa jo taji. Haya griva gele nam keso. Hulu hulu hon dampe kidre. Kam suan duru la chatsalo. Chanre si wan tu shi chu tele. Le chu tu to chin le o kagi. No juru go so we sampewa. Ye she gon po shabla chatsalo. Chansha maru se ru chone. Champao kane no she chimpura. Si mo pao den la mo do mama. Lenke shen padri to ko denche. Di shi dam se cho to ge chenje. Now joda cho polo ko chegi. Sedan sonam pao dan jo pa sho. Shigi wan tran cho e trin le so. So now we're doing the tea offering. So there is a say came through there. So next time we do it. Hori kun kada lama do senchu. Doje chawan tenzin gatsu so. Saigu lama rinchen cho sumla. Te te si do adi buki. Shenem son de ne de lunjun so. Jampa po doje ji denda. Hero kasana mangiriji. Yidam kyuko la so cham chela. Te te si do adi buki. Shenem son de ne de lunjun so. Drampa samgi lanke de wacho. So se de chun doje pamaso. Nazum pao karo tam chela. Te te si do adi buki. Shenem son de ne de lunjun so. Drampa samgi si ji la jo. So a te pe no ru tam che so. Tapa samgi si su no. Yidam pama wan chen la sola. Te te si do adi bugi. Shenem son de ne de lunjun so. Ne se gam pa tan chen cho ki ga. Ma so ga ma na man to pe se. Om po sha ji ko so chen am la. Te te si do adi bugi. Shenem son de ne de lunjun so. Ke la nong gu ma lu jo e ne. Gao po chen pa na man to pe se. No de no shi la lu ko she la. Tu gu sa wa second cho pa di. Polo choru no ru so. Serin china tama chu ni sho. Na ji si pe la lu shi da na. Gao po ko na ko so cha pa da. La zin de ge jen yon tam che la. De tu si do a di buki. Shenem son de ne de lun chun so. Ke pa do cha la ba ji da nam. Tan tu sung component je pa yi. Ke la yu la dra la nem po la. De tu si do a di buki. Shenem son de ne de lun chun so. Ma guri ju sim chen tam che da. No she do ga nen che ne wala. De tu si se kem ti che ne. Tu na lan chu ma lu da gu chi. Dona nan shi si pe lama si. Dege jun yan chin pa ma lu pa. Kei pa yu di la lu shi da na. De tu si do a ti bu ki. Shen son de ne de den chun sa. No wo se mon de chon ye shi. Nam ro da ya ma sa. So she ne ge du sha ru cha. Mi ne si che ge pe chin ne so. De shi la me ku sa tam pa na. Ge dun te dun sin ko pe. Cho so de yi ge do so ma nam. Love so nan no nan to te dun so. Da so te dun sin ko pe wa chi. She dre ji de nan ki sen pa do. She ta sen pa dru zin dru pa da. Ne don't get so baru chopish. Ne wa ji wa jingi love to so.
Yep. We'll go to page 321 in the gold book for the dedication prayers, and have the extra leaflet out ready for the prayer of swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, which we'll do in a second. Okay. Jangchu Semcho Rinpoche Ma Kepanam Geguchi Kepanam Pa Me Pa Yi Gone Gondu Pawashu Jig Ten Kam Di Pende Malupa Gang Le Shu Wei Sam Pe Yi Jin No Kadrin Sume Tenzin Gatso Cho Kusei Tenji Zushen Lundru Shu Tong Ni Ninja Zundu Jum Helam Che Sao Zhe Gan Chen Ten Drogon Chana Pemo Tenzin Gatsola So Adem So Shedu Lundru Shu. Okay, so page 5. A prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso. Peerless teacher and assembly of children of victorious ones, Shravakas, Prataka Buddhas, victorious Losam, father and son, along with their lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the many's precious and complete teachings with explanation and practice, you wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparably venerable to you, I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teaching, the sole gateway with which all happiness emerged, and from other living beings you suddenly departed to be. What a great loss! Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth, blessings of the ocean of the three jewels, and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a real incarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And page 9, a lamenting whale by Kajula. A lamenting whale, sorry. Guru, think of me. Guru, consider me. Gracious Guru, care for me. Root Guru, most gracious and kind, do not deprive us of your affectionate refuge. Listen and consider this heartfelt prayer made by a tormented disciple. Guru, you embody the blessings of the Buddhas of the three times. You may rest in great bliss, equipoised within the dhatu of unimpeded luminosity, yet the playful dance of your loving compassion can emanate in myriad ways. The swift appearance of your magical wisdom, the Rupakaya, the time has come for you to care for us once again with your affectionate compassion. I invoke you, I call upon you, I implore you on all behalf of all beings. Arise, arise, arise from the Dharmakaya. Do not rest in Kachara or other pure celestial realms. Rather, to benefit the Buddha's teachings and all living beings, swiftly return to this southern continent and spread the Buddha Dharma of study and realization. Quickly return to guide us poor wretched beings, such is the desperate cry of us your disciples. Return so that we may actually behold your presence and receive your blessings of your body, speech, and mind. all violations, errors, mistakes, and broken samaya that we have made in relation to your spontaneously awakened body, speech, mind, and activity. Through our being baffled, confused, and conceiving things in erroneous ways, we confess within the luminous happiness of your three kara of everything auspicious to the supreme auspiciousness, and may there be the auspiciousness of empty and compassion, conjoined with the auspiciousness of a timely meeting between master and disciple. Through the force of the truth of the unchanging suchness, may the unmistaken incarnation return quickly. This lament was made by me, a Dakini with pure faith and samaya, her eyes filled with tears of sorrow. May these wishes of a beggar woman be fulfilled through the blessings of the deities of the three roots. Perception, its object, and the act of perceiving all dissolve in this expanse, the crystal clarity of suchness. So we go back to page 323. Due to all the past, present, and future merits collected by me, and all the merits of the three times collected by numberless Buddhas and numberless sentient beings, which are completely empty of existing from their own side. May I, who am completely empty of existing from my own side, achieve the state of full enlightenment, which is completely empty of existing from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are also completely empty of existing from their own side to that enlightened state which is completely empty of existing from its own side by myself alone. It's completely empty of existing from my own side. I fully dedicate all these virtues to be able to train just like the hero Manjushri who knows reality, and just like Samantha Vajra as well. And I dedicate all my roots of virtue with the dedication praise of the best by all the gone beyond victors of the three times in order to have good conduct. Page 325 down the bottom. Due to all the past, present, and future merits collected by me, and all the merits of the three times collected by numberless Buddhas and numberless sentient beings, may bodhicitta be generated in all the hearts of all sentient beings of the sixth realm, and especially in the hearts of everybody in this world, including all the students, center benefactors, and volunteers in the FPMT organization. May it be generated in the hearts of all those who rely upon me, all those whom I have promised to pray, all those whose names have been given to me. May it be generated in my heart and the hearts of all my family members, those that are living and those who will die. May the bodhicitta that's already been generated increase. So we'll do page 338, number 32. May the monks and nuns of the FPMT outwardly have the pacified and subdued behavior of hero listeners, inwardly be training well with bodhicitta, secretly maintain the yoga and bliss of the two stages, and actualize the complete teachings of Victorious One Losang Dragpa. So to 374 for the multiplying matches. To Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfect complete Buddha, Varachana, King of Light, I prostrate. To Bodhisattva Mahasattva Samantha Bhadra, I prostrate. Tayata Panchagriya Avadani Soha, Dura Dura Manmati Soha. Tayata Panchagriya Avadani Soha, Dura Dura Zayamukhi 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 Soha. To Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfect complete Buddha, medicine guru, king of sapphire light, I prostrate. To Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfect complete Buddha, king fully accomplishing all dedications and prayers, I prostrate. Due to the blessings of the eminent victorious ones and the bodhisattvas, the truth of infallible dependent arising, and the power of my pure special attitude taking responsibility, may all the aims of my pure prayers be accomplished. Thank you, everybody.